whether it be in your own chapter, the roles that you take up, or taking up roles in these activities like sports and so on and so forth. And how does it how does it make sense at all in terms of business, right? What's the underlying concept over here? So then I recalled my early days in the Unilever group when I was in the beverages division, and we were launching a new coffee, the Tripti instant coffee, right? And we obviously had to create demand for the coffee. So we were brainstorming, and they said, okay, fine, I think we need to do some sampling activity. I was based in Trichy that time. So let's do some sampling activity in Trichy. Sampling essentially means, giving away, packets of Tripti coffee or whatever, free of cost, right? So we went home to home and gave away free coffee and made sure that there were enough stocks in the tea stalls or tea shops of that coffee, right? And that's how we created the demand for it. So I was kind of reflecting on this and thinking about, in our own business, in BNI and so on, how do people sample us? Unless they sample us, they are not going to buy from you, right? Or refer you. So how do they sample you? And you think about it, before people refer you, they need confidence on two aspects about you and your business. So one aspect is, okay, am I confident about this person that they will honor my referral, right? They'll do a good job as an individual. And the second is, do they have a good product or service? Both these things need to be satisfied before referrals start flowing in, isn't it? I think it's kind of obvious. So how do people sample you as a person? How do they get confidence that you are a dependable person, you are a good person to work with, and my important customer or important friend will not be disappointed when I do the referral? And essentially, this volunteering thing that we do, whether it is your beats volunteering or your chapter taking up roles and so on, is a chance opportunity for people to sample you as a person. And that's what you have noticed happening through all of these stories that got shared. They were able to sample the individual, and that gave confidence, and that resulted in referrals. And this is a business case for why you need to take up roles, why do you need to take up volunteering activities, because it finally impacts in generating referrals. However, there's a flip side to it, because easily you could be losing referrals as well. When do you do that? If you volunteer and not do a good job, that's when you start losing referrals. Why? Because people have then sampled how poor the product or individual is, right? This person says something, he doesn't do it. So obviously, there's no point giving him referrals, because the referrals also will be honored, right? So that's the idea over here. So how do you take up roles? You essentially take up roles where that, it's something that's exciting to you personally. It may or may not be exciting to others, but it's exciting to you personally. And that's why, there's a calling, okay, I want to do this. The second is you got a skill to it. You've got some kind of a talent or some knowledge, and therefore you're good at it. And the third reason why you take up a role is it's a learning opportunity for you. So if you think about all of these things, whether it's exciting for you, it's a skill that you have, or it's an opportunity for you to learn, all of these are some intrinsic motivations for you. They are intrinsically kind of, when you do it from these three reasons, you want to do a good job. You want to kind of put your best foot. And because of that intrinsic motivation, you will do a good job. Right? And that's the thing about volunteering. When you do it for the right reason. And that activity itself is the reward. You don't need anything else. The activity itself is a reward. Of course, there are other rewards which might happen as a consequence. But that is the real reason why you want to do a job. And, it's timely in a sense this happened today, because we are in the halfway mark, right, for that term, 3 more months to go. So halfway mark, and you all have taken up roles. And I think you need to revisit your why I have taken up roles, and put your best foot forward and make sure that you do an amazing job in the roles that you're taken up. Why? Because people are sampling you. Okay. And let people sample the best of you rather than the worst of you, so that the referral pipeline starts opening up for you. So with that, over to Anantran.
Wow, that was an amazing the example, Balaji, like the sampling. In fact, as Balaji was just now mentioning, like since we are in the midterm, that is